Hey guys, it's DayJaMona, and today I'm just doing a very brief kind of Q&A with you guys. I was going to do a mukbang, but I kind of just feel like talking to y'all. So if you want to see 5 of the questions that I'm going to answer, then just keep watching.
Honey.
I'm only going to answer 5 questions just to keep this video on the briefer side, because if you don't know, I can ramble and rant and go on and on and on. And sometimes some of the stuff I say is real philosophical or whatever have you. But yeah, I don't want to like keep y'all here for a whole 22-minute episode as if I'm on TV. Even though YouTube really is like the new TV. I don't know, comment down below. Do you guys like when I ramble or rant? Do you want 25-minute videos of me talking, or should we keep it to like 10 minutes and under? I won't be offended. Everybody, you know, is entitled to their own opinion. So yeah, see, I'm talking too much already. Let's get into it. The first question is underwater date or on the moon date? I mean, I get real technical and literal, so I'm thinking under the water. I'm with the fishes, boxing some sharks and larvae and rocks. But I went like snorkeling before, and the ocean is so beautiful. But then on the moon, like, there's no gravity, so what are you really eating? Because everything's floating. And then that huge like astronaut suit, it's not really appealing. Versus like being underwater, I can be in a nice bathing suit. You see all these curves I've been working on. I'm gonna say under the water. I don't know if date makes a difference. Next question is, when are you going to California so I can show you around? So interestingly enough, I did want to go to Cali for Coachella. But then I looked at the lineup for Coachella, like in its entirety. And I must say, like, there's only maybe 4 or 5 artists I probably really want to pay for. LMI being like the #1. And so I like no longer really am gung-ho to go to Coachella. In my mind, I was thinking it was either going to be Coachella, J. Cole's Dream Fest, or Essence Festival. Because ever since I've seen Girls Trip, I've been like really on a rampage to go to Essence Fest. So because Essence Fest, you know, uplifts and celebrates my culture, I feel like I can't take that off the list. And because Coachella had like 4 artists I really like would want to pay to see, and actually take a trip across the country and actually like put in all the money and time and days off and, you know, all of that and that and that to be there for Coachella. I'm like, eh. So I actually took that off of my vision board for 2019. If you'd like, I can show you my updated vision board. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you my updated vision board here. But yeah, so I did take it off my vision board. So I do want to go to San Francisco, which I know is not where Coachella is, but just a side note, I do want to go to San Fran. I do want to go to LA. I want to experience Cali. I never have. I just don't know when. In regards to showing me around, I don't know you. So next question. What encouraged such a beautiful woman to become a soldier? Well, thank you. I appreciate that compliment. Originally, I did a video on this, actually, like a YouTuber with a career tag. Originally, I joined the Army because when I tried to go to fashion design school in Miami, my tuition assistance was denied. And they told me that because of what my dad made, because he was a single parent, that I would have to pay $2,000 a month tuition to stay in school, on top of like, you know, my own living expenses and stuff. and pretty much like tuition assistance wouldn't really cover anything. So I'm like, okay, that's not gonna work. So listen to it. Could have joined the Army, could have joined the Air Force, could have joined the Navy, because my line score like was high enough. I got a 62 originally on the ASVAB, like my overall score. But I decided that I would just go for the Army. And then I told myself, you know, I'm gonna give myself 6 years. So my initial contract was 6 years because I knew it took 4 years to complete a bachelor's degree. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna give myself 6 years. I don't know like what these deployments and stuff are like. So yeah, I'm just gonna give myself, you know, extra time just in case anything happens. Then I still have enough time on my contract to finish a full bachelor's degree. I ended up finishing my bachelor's in 4 years. And then I actually re-enlisted after that. So I don't really think my looks have anything to do with it. I think the person that wrote that question was just being kind. But yeah, the gist of it is I originally joined for college, and then I said I was, you know, I had intentions to get out, but then I actually like really liked my job, and I actually ended up majoring in my job because fashion design is something you actually need to be in the school for, and I had to major in something that I can do online since I was a full-time soldier. So yes, I am active duty. So yeah, I think, you know, of course everything works out how it's meant to work out. And then the same person asked me a follow-on question that kind of got cut off, and they asked if I've ever been deployed, and the question is no. And then they asked if I've ever been close to a battle buddy or like close to someone, and then the question kind of cut off. I'm gonna assume that because they asked about deployment, they were probably asking like if I've been close to someone that has like passed away or something like that. And no, like I don't have any battle buddies that was actually close to me that passed away in a deployment setting. I do have battle buddies that I was really cool with that passed away in a non-deployment setting, but that's another story for another time, maybe. And so the next question is, if I could live anywhere, where would it be? This is a really hard question to me because, hold on. Orange juice. So this is a hard question for me because I always said Georgia. I always said I want to live in Atlanta. Like growing up, I'm really close to my dad, and we were like, we're gonna go to Atlanta and we're gonna live in Atlanta. And I lived like pretty close to Savannah, and I was not really impressed. Oh, somebody asked me another question. What's the best part about Savannah? I would have to say River Street. Like, and it's a street by the river and the infamous like bridge that goes to like South Carolina or something like that. And it's like this really old historic road, and it has all these little shops and a Wet Willie's, and yeah, like it's just really historic. St. Patrick's Day is crazy. Like it's ridiculous like how rambunctious that street looks on St. Patrick's night. I'd say that's like one of the best things. Savannah's really known for like historics and like ghosts and all that stuff. I personally didn't really like Savannah like that. Wasn't really impressed with it like that. But I mean, you know, for the culture, I guess. Yeah. So going back to the other question, I would want to live in Texas or Florida, or maybe even like Canada. I mean, obviously, like if I were to be like, oh, I want to live in Canada, then I can no longer be in the United States Army. But yeah, or I wouldn't mind like traveling overseas, like to a cool place, like maybe England or Italy or something like that. Maybe it wouldn't be permanent, but yeah, as far as like United States side, I would say either Florida or Texas. Or maybe Maryland. I would really say Florida or Texas. And then the last question is, what is the best advice someone has ever given me? I would say the best advice someone has ever given me was my dad, and it was about my child. So the advice was to never allow someone else to like tell you how you're raising your child or how you are as a parent, or to make you feel silenced when it comes time to sticking up for your child. Because, I mean, to a certain extent, like, parents are the voice for their children, especially like legally. Yeah, it's not even technically, like, parents are the voice for their children, like guardian, parent, whatever. Like, you're the voice for the child. So if you're allowing someone else to silence you when you're in representation of that child who cannot represent themselves, then that's a no-no. So yeah, I feel like that's the best advice I was ever given. And I know I've said this before in a video, but I'm very particular about when people give me advice on my child. I really don't like unsolicited advice, especially if like the person is not a parent. I don't hold it with any weight really, or with any regard, because I feel like it's so easy to like say like, oh, well, I would do this, or I would do that, or you should do that. But like, nobody ever knows all the dynamics and all the variables that come in with any problem, any situation, or even any blessing. So yeah, I'm like really slow to ask other people for advice on parenting. And because people can be so judgmental, like, or, you know, make you feel like you're doing something wrong, or you're in the wrong, like, I feel like you have to have a certain confidence, like I have to have a certain confidence about myself to know like, no, this is not, you know, just a rash decision. Like, my judgment is not always perfect. It's never perfect, but it's not impaired to where I'm not making a sound and impactful and smart decision at the time in my mind for myself and for my child. Yeah. Whew, that was kind of like long-winded. I hope you guys like get the gist of what I'm trying to say. Anyways, those are my actually 6 questions, because I threw that Savannah question in there because I forgot about it. It was actually 6 questions that I answered for you guys. So it was just a little way for you guys to get to know me a little bit better, talk, have a short conversation. Comment down below what you think of my answers. Comment down below your answers to these questions if you would like. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, that's notification button. That way every single time I upload, you get directly notified and you can tune in. So thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, much love.